Greetings, Guzzlers. What day is it? It is Tuesday afternoon, and I have just returned, well, technically earlier today, but nonetheless returned from several days in New Orleans. And I've been busy posting all the videos I made that I plan to post. So you should hurry up and watch those after this. But in addition to having a grand old time celebrating our 22nd wedding anniversary, Mrs. Ben Buys Beverages and I found this store whose name escapes me, but that's all right. I'll dig it up and put it in the liner notes after the video's made. Anyhow, picture walking into, I don't know, a Walmart-sized store, but the only stuff they sell is alcohol. Spirits, wine, beer, so much beer. They even had cigars, a giant walk-in humidor. So they've got all this great stuff and all this great variety. And I found several things that I'll be doing videos on, and I'm real excited. Today, I am extra excited because to celebrate our homecoming, the AC was out. So it's like 85 degrees in the house right now. So if you listen close, you might hear a fan blowing. And so I need to shut up and open up a beer because I am hot and thirsty. And the first beer I got is fun. I've heard of it. Maybe I've had it within the last 20 years. But I'm going to definitely have it now. And it's called Hobgoblin. It's a ruby beer, 4.5% alcohol from Wychwood Brewery. A product of Marriott, England, which is lovely. Anyhow, it's got this awesome packaging. I wish it came in a bottle, because then I'd use that as an excuse to keep it. Keeping cans is kind of weird. But anyhow, let's open up this pint of ruby beer and find out what that actually constitutes. Smells like beer. I don't know, more deep amber, almost the color of honey than ruby, but I don't really care. It smells good. Yeah, it's just a little sweet. Ah, can you see that? My cool glass is chipped. Ah, son of a bitch. Anyhow, sorry for the language. That's frustrating. Once you pass the foam, it's almost like it wants to be sour, but it's not. It's a little sweet. Let me try some more Hobgoblin, some scary beer. And then I'll show you why I'm doing Hobgoblin first. It's very light. It's almost like, I won't say no flavor, but it's minimal flavor. It's just something you could drink as you do 10,000 other things. So what I want to show you is why I picked Hobgoblin, and it's because one of my Kickstarters arrived. Yay, Kickstarters! For those unaware, I love giving money to game designers so I can buy their games and support them, even though I will never play their games. And the Kickstarter in question was the second edition of Knave, which is your typical fantasy role-playing game. You know, enter the dungeon, kill the monsters, take their stuff. What fun! I've skimmed read it already. Some of the highlights include a listing of the game master duties, as well as a page covering player duties. And that's important so that everybody's on the same page as to what the game's about. It's like if somebody sat down to play Monopoly, you want them to be there to spend a whole lot of time doing nothing, because that's all Monopoly is, a whole lot of time doing nothing. As long as everybody's on the same page, it's cool though. The other neat thing with this book is way in the back, where he talks about, he being the author, another person named Ben, but not this Ben, talks about where he got the inspiration for all the rules in this particular game. Because that's the fun thing about OSR games and role-playing games in general, is often they lift ideas from other games and they put them between two covers and call it new. I have several books that do that behind me. But anyhow, Knave, and I backed at high enough level, I got extra things. I got a copy of Maze Rats, which is a different game by the same guy. I got the adventure, The Waking of Willoughby Hall, which looks to be fun. It's got undead and a giant and a time crunch. Get it all done or bad things happen. And then I got Summer's End and other one-page adventures. So a book full of one-page adventures. Looks to be about 25 pages. So about 20 adventures, I imagine. All, or some, statistically featuring hobgoblins. All that to say, I didn't give a number. Just 6 out of 10. It's drinkable, but utterly forgettable. So, cheers!